and I'm joined now by the Chief Executive Officer of ENOC, Mr. Saeed Khoory. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Now, you've been involved with ADIPEC really from the beginning. As you're here today, 30 years later, how has it evolved? Tell me.
Well, actually, very pleased to give you my comments on this. It has really transformed greatly since the beginning that we started. 30 years back, we were in small tents and so on. We were a few companies that was exhibiting. And then, of course, now you can see about 650 companies and 30 or 60,000 things. ADIPEC has become actually the center of the oil industry in the whole region here. So it has become really a point where everybody can meet and not only do business in long term, but really make a lot of synergies with each other and so on. And you know, Abu Dhabi has become really in the region the center for oil and gas, and this is the right place really for everybody to come and exchange views, technologies, knowledge, and work together for the future.
Now, you were the chairman, I believe, in 2004. I think your job might have been a little bit easier than maybe today, huh? But I'm sure even then there were challenges.
Yes, of course. I mean, I remember 2004, we were at a point where the ADIPEC has grown to a certain limit, and it was not growing on. We have transformed it actually from that point to become an international exhibition and conference. Before 2004, the exhibition was basically taking a local look, and after that, it has become where a lot of international oil companies, the national great or big national oil companies has participated, and then it took off from that point to become what you see today, of course.
Now, of course, at ENOC, you're more associated and affiliated with the downstream side, really, and more on the consumer side. But really, this is now an exhibition where upstream, downstream, you know, services industries, really, I think is it a position that everybody is coming to ADIPEC now?
Yes, I mean, as I said, this has become the focal point and the meeting point for all the oil industries, whether it's upstream and downstream or midstream. And you know, you can see, I mean, all kinds of from international companies and people are coming. It has become the conference and exhibition that brings all the oil industry together from the world.
So, particularly on this one, 30 years later, what do you think about this specific exhibition? How does it look?
After 30 years? I cannot imagine. I mean, if the way it was growing, it becomes a completely different thing, I guess. It's, you know, the oil industry is staying with us for a long time, and there's always challenges that you need to meet those challenges through meeting together and discussing the challenge and finding solutions to it. And I can see with the conference that's happening, a lot of solutions is being developed and being shared here, where you have in the region, actually, in the Gulf region, this is the home of a huge oil potentials, and that is going to be sustained for a long time. And those oil fields requires a lot of collaboration, a lot of discussion to really extract the best out of this the huge reservoirs that we have. And this is the center, and this is the point where becomes really a center that can develop the future oil industries in the region.
So I know you're very busy and you have meetings now for the next few days, but do you think there'll be a lot of focus, as you say, on the technical sessions, a lot of people interested in that?
I'm sure, yes, it has always been. I mean, ADIPEC has always been the point where a lot of technical papers is presented in the conferences, a lot of technologies are brought, and I remember, for example, when I was in the upstream part, we had a very good papers related to intelligent oil field developments, and this is where we have developed it in ADCO. This was shared here, and it has taken really a very big interest in that. And of course now maybe intelligent oil fields has become a norm of the things. But this is the place that you can have technologies that can be shared and developed further to that.
Super. Well, have a great time, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right.